What's up, people? Thomas and Catherine here.
Hi.
Hope everybody doing well. Today's subject is, what is today's subject?
Today's subject is couples where, well, is it only one?
Why my wife won't work. I'll repeat that. Why my wife won't work. Let's see if I can't
Or
get
is
it to
why
come
won't
up.
my wife work?
Why my wife won't work. See if I can't draw that on the screen.
No.
Why my wife won't work. But anyway, my wife works. So I don't understand what the problem is. The question here is, two incomes is obviously better than one. If you have a family, kids, married, I don't see many reasons why the wife shouldn't work. You know, I understand staying home at the birth of a child,
Oh, yes.
or paternity leave, or what have you. But especially when your kids are grown, teenagers, whatever, they have to go to school, right? So why not work or do something to bring home household income? So what you got on that note, babe?
Well, like hubby said, I do work. I've always worked. He would love, for him to make all the money and have just plenty of money and not worry about savings and not worry about having college and yeah, he would love for me to stay home, but not realistic. The household runs better, smoother with two incomes. So I'm with you, babe. I don't understand that either. I don't know why a wife wouldn't want to help her husband.
Well, I mean, let's look at how women are brought up. I mean, what you
Well,
brought
it's changed
up.
a lot.
Well,
My mom worked.
and that's what you saw growing up.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you
Follow that lead.
kind of follow that lead? And I would think that moms would encourage their daughters to pursue their own careers or bring something to the table, have some value to the table. Not to mention, you have husbands out here who are working 12, 14 hours a day. That's a long time
It's too long.
to make
too
ends
hard.
meet because,
Wife's home.
wife don't want to work. So I don't really understand that concept. I mean, wife likes to shop. She
Normally.
likes to go on
She
vacation.
likes to go out to eat.
She likes going out to eat. So isn't it a lot easier to tackle that with two
Yeah,
incomes as
right.
opposed to one?
If you don't have to worry about it, well, we would go out to eat, but power bills do. Gotta pick one. Well, maybe not if there were two incomes coming in. I don't think there's a reason I can think of.
Well, I mean, especially if she's healthy or whatever,
Of course.
physically able to work. It's not like men want their wives to go out here and do strenuous
I want to go
work.
dig ditches
or
anytime
do
soon.
a
but-
lot of physical work. I think there's a lot of office jobs out there that women can do. And so, on that note, I just don't understand. I always thought that two incomes was always better than one.
Well, and didn't you at one point work somewhere and you had guys like that their wives didn't work and you'd still see them hanging around in the parking lot after work. They still weren't heading home because it was just like, well, they're
Yeah,
going
always.
home to
Exactly. You can almost tell some, unhappy men. Sometimes you're at work, you've worked 12-hour shift, and even after working 12, 14 hours a day, they want to hang out in the parking lot
talk.
and talk about God knows what. But anyway, which kind of tells me that they're not excited about going home. So
You
I
weren't
think
hanging out in the parking lot, were you?
no, I have a family here, a wife and the kids. I value my time with, but
So I guess the question, like you said, for the viewers, why wouldn't a wife work? Other than the obvious, other than physically not able to, other than having under school age children at home. Because that time is valuable and precious, and don't give that up if there's a way around it. But even then, I mean, we went through the daycare thing, and yes, daycare is crazy expensive, and it almost doesn't make sense if you have more than one kid. But still, and let me throw this in there, a little side note, it helps you have an identity outside of your marriage. Not that you're a different person, it's just like, you know what, I'm the wife and I'm the mom. But at work, well, I'm Mrs. Hamilton. At work, it's a little different, and it gives you a chance to feel your potential out a little bit more. And
Well, and two, if she's not working, you know, I think it's only fair that she has dinner ready
oh yes,
for him when he comes home after a hard, long day's work, especially if she's not working. House should be clean. You know, I don't understand why she would complain about that. Now, if she's the kind of woman who's, you know, neglecting those responsibilities, then there's a problem there.
I mean, I'll do you one better. I think the lawn work should be done. Especially if he's working 10 and 12 hours, don't make him do that on the weekends. Do it for him if you have a child, if they're old enough to do it. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that bad. Help your husbands out.
Well, and you know, we can flip this conversation, but that's for another video. My man don't want to work.
Oh.
Now, you know, that's not going to
That
make a
would
lot
be
of
a
sense to
long
me,
talk.
but that's another video.
That's just not natural.
That is definitely another video. But anyway, we'd like to hear your thoughts. Send us an email to it's T-Ham, it's Fam and Cham, THAM and CHAM at gmail.com. Is that right?
That's it.
So send us your thoughts on this "my wife won't work" topic. But anyway, women, get to work, help your man out. He would definitely appreciate it. Got anything in ending?
No, I wouldn't have it any other way. Just the little bit of time we're away from each other, even at work, it even makes coming home that much better. I just love seeing him when I get home, and vice versa. And then we cook dinner together sometimes.
Well, it's all about two women as to, you know, and men feeling like you bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
You know, you have to, it's a partnership here.
Yeah.
So, you know, one party shouldn't struggle because one is being weak in a certain area.
Right.
You know, encourage each other, let's build each other up, and women, get to work. It's been Thomas and Catherine. See you on the next video.